Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Just going to give a few moments for people to join if they wish to, and then we shall get underway. Just going to give a few moments for people to join. Let me know where you're watching from. Um, if you enjoy this sort of content, go ahead and give this live stream a thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and ding that bell icon to be notified when videos go live onto the channel. I don't usually go on about the numbers of followers, but I mean, I'm getting rather close to the big 1K. So it would be handy if this stream or my channel in general was shared via like Instagram stories or something like that. That would be handy dandy. Never been to on a big milestone in terms of YouTube, apart from 500 subscribers. That was pretty big for me. As of course my channel isn't exactly the biggest channel in the world. That should be fairly obvious. But I mean, I'm a small creator, so to get to a milestone like 1,000 would be quite cool. So yeah, get to the sharing. As I mentioned, like what you see, if you like what you see, subscribe, and do all that fun stuff. So today is the second part to my previous stream, which was a few days ago. If you haven't gone ahead and checked that out, there should be a card or something. I don't know if I can do it on a live stream, but in the production of this live stream, there'll be a card in the top right corner or something. But if you haven't done so, check out the last stream I did. That was part 1, celebrating ACHM Day. This is part 2, as mentioned. Please consider doing a face reveal for your 1K special. I'll think about it. I'll definitely think about it. Yeah. So for those that aren't aware, ACHM, ACHM, it stands for ASJE Commercial Heritage Museum. ASJE are my initials, which is why I named my airport ASJE International Airport. So I'll give a bit of more of a what's the word? Personal touch, I guess. And yeah, it's basically an off-site museum, a bit like the Boeing Museum in Seattle, or there's the Haas Museum in Australia. There's the other museum out near Longreach in Australia that has the 747 and the 707 or something. It's like a display museum type there, like that. But it's basically showcasing my classic collection from the likes of what you saw in the part 1, the Air New Zealand 767, the 747, the Qantas 747, the KLM, the Landor 747s, etc. But today I'm going to continue going through the list of models that I have in terms of a classic collection. And then I'll go into the models that I have on the side that will act as special appearances and whatnot. And then later on in the stream, near the end of the stream, I have a bonus part of the stream to do, and that is an unboxing. Which this box arrived this morning. I know what's inside the box, but I was going to film it off camera, but ironically arrived on the day that I was actually filming this live stream. So I may as well do it for you guys if anyone is interested in checking that out. So your question: do NG points expire over a? No, I don't think they should. Um, the only thing is that of course you can use them during the exchanges. Like there's one in on April 1st, I think, which is in a couple of weeks' time, if I'm correct in saying that. So yeah, welcome to everyone who has come along and joined me so far. Let me know again if you are, where are you watching from. If you're new to this channel, as I mentioned before, go ahead and give this a thumbs up. Show your support to the channel by subscribing to the channel below, and then that bell icon so you don't miss out any future content. So let's ramp on in today's live stream. So the first model that I will be showcasing today is one that is quite sentimental for me. It's the first aircraft of my favorite airline in this little mini series of episodes. And this, of course, if you don't know who my favorite airline is by now, it is Singapore Airlines. And this aircraft was the first aircraft I saw of Singapore Airlines back as a child, at the back of Christchurch International Airport here in New Zealand. And of course, what I'm talking about is the Singapore Airlines A340-300. This is, as you can see, it is 9 Victor Sierra Juliet Kilo, released by Phoenix Models. If anyone can hear the traffic in the background, I do apologise. It is now rush hour. I should really start to plan these live streams a little bit better, so then I'm doing them when it's not rush hour. So here is the model in the cradle here. I will do exactly what I did in the last stream. The first part, and let's go through some information before I go ahead and showcase the model. Okay, so this aircraft here is A340 number 202. It is an A340-300 that had performed its first flight on November the 18th, 1997. It is 26.4 years old as of today. It is currently stored. It was delivered to Singapore Airlines on December the 11th, 1977. And what is equipped with 4 CFM International CFM 56 engines, and is currently stored in, it doesn't say where, but it currently is registered as Nana Hotel Tango Quebec Zulu for High Fly Malta. So that's some information there. Oh, this aircraft used to operate for Emirates under the registration Alpha 6 Echo Romeo Romeo. And that was delivered to Emirates on April the 14th, 2004, and was withdrawn from service and stored in Dubai between the dates February the 27th and May the 9th of 2013. So that is some information for you guys. Yes, I do agree. The A340-300 was or is still a rather underpowered aircraft. We see it these days with when they operate with Swiss and Edelweiss Air, and they depart out of Zurich. They're always heavy departures. So let me guys know in the comments at the moment what your favorite variant of the 340 is. I definitely know what my favorite variant is, and that of course is the A340-500. I because that was my first experience with the 500 variant was with Emirates back in 2004. That is definitely one model that I would love to find. You know, the Emirates 340-500. That would be an absolute gem to finally have in my collection. I know that Gemini Jets released one multiple years ago, so it would be fantastic if I was able to find it. But here is the Singapore Airlines A340 300. Back in 2004 was 20. I was 9, so just a small boy. Not too bad, not too bad. This beautiful A340 300 for Singapore Airlines, an absolute gem of an aircraft. As you can see at the front, it says Salister. Not too sure what that meant, but I mean, I do know that there is an airport in Singapore that is called Salister Airport, isn't there? It's just a few nautical miles away from Changi, and that's where Air New Zealand send their aircraft for painting. So, and also maintenance, like putting on Wi-Fi domes or something. So that's this aircraft, Singapore Airlines A340-300, made by Phoenix Models. So let's put that to the side for now. A very, very, very nice find. That model actually arrived on my birthday last year, so it was a fantastic birthday present to have arrive. Right, the next one, staying on the same, same chapter with Singapore Airlines. This one is an aircraft that I acquired back in March of 2015, so this has been in my collection for, if I am doing the math right, 9 years. And of course, it is this. This was the first aircraft to do the longest flight in the world, which back in the day was Newark to Singapore. Or and vice versa. And of course, I'm talking about the absolutely elegant Singapore Airlines Airbus A340-500, made by Phoenix Models. How many 787s are in my collection? That is a good question. I believe there's 120. I think 120. I would have to check, but I'm pretty sure 120. I will actually just do that. Just do give me a moment so I can be ultra correct in saying that I have 120. So do give me a moment. But yeah, here we have the Singapore Airlines A340-500, made by Phoenix Models. Absolutely fantastic model, this one. I think I've done a model review of it. If not, then that definitely needs to happen, as this is a fantastic model. Limited edition, like every other model that's released by Phoenix Models. Doesn't have the year of it that it was released. I believe it was a 2013 or 2014 release. Right, let me just scroll down here and try and find my last 787 box post. I believe it was, here it is. was my latest 787 was my Qatar Airways 787-8, and I was right. I do have 120 Dreamliners. This was my 21st dash 8. So I wonder how many dash 9s I have. I think I have about 50 odd in terms of dash 9s. Let me just have a wee sneaky beak of a look. It's been a while since I received a dash 9. Okay, my latest dash 9 looks like it was the All Nippon Airways Pikachu Jet livery, and I believe it is there. If anyone can still hear me, do let me know. Yeah, just had a bit of a technical issue happen. Yes, the 787-9 is my favourite aircraft. It seems like the internet's gone out or something, but I have had a lot of issues with internet connection today. So do just give me a moment so I can turn my modem off and on again, like I have twice already today. Right, so here is the A340-600 anyway. Sorry, 500, not the the 600 variant. It is the 500 variant. So this aircraft here is a very, very nice looking model. As you can see, it does look fantastic. This aircraft was the 563rd A340 to be produced. It is, as of today, 20.1 years old. This aircraft was delivered to Singapore Airlines on May the 4th of 2004. This aircraft is equipped with 4 Rolls-Royce Trent engines, Trent 500 engines. It was withdrawn from service out of Singapore Airlines fleet on November the 25th of 2013, and it was stored in Bordeaux in France ever since January the 29th of 2014. It is currently registered as Tango 7-Sierra Alpha Uniform, and is with a private company, and it was delivered to them on May the 22nd of 2014. So I believe this aircraft is still in Bordeaux, if I'm understanding that correctly. So very cool, very cool. So here is the absolutely stunning A340-500. Have been having a lot of issues with my internet today, so I do apologise for that. That short disruption. So let's get the model out in the open. Sitting here in the cradle, nice and pretty. A very, very gorgeous looking model, this one. As mentioned earlier, I would love to get the Emirates A340-500 in my collection. Would be quite outstanding to have it. I know it would be quite expensive these days, but I mean, it is one that I really want, as it was my first experience with Emirates, and that was the point where I started to like Emirates. I have actually flown Emirates before, but it wasn't the A340. It was the 777-300ER. My first ever video here on YouTube. So if you have some spare time later in the day, After the stream has concluded, go ahead and check out my first ever video, the takeoff video out of Christchurch International Airport with the Emirates the Emirates 777. I then flew this exact same aircraft coming back to Christchurch, and I managed to sit next to the GE90, which was an absolutely fantastic experience. As we know, the GE90 is a massive engine, and the noise of it, it was absolutely unreal, man. Um, and it was a day for an av geek to remember. So here we have the Singapore Airlines A340-500 made by Phoenix Models. This is Niner Victor Sierra Golf Echo. Very nice model. So let's put that off to the side. And we will get to the next one. I would just try and connect to my internet to see if it works now. It seems to have connected. Radio. Interesting. Let me know. I don't know if any of you guys experienced what happened earlier today with Instagram. But what I experienced today was quite a scare when Instagram had their little glitch. You're on your page, right, and it shows up that you've logged out. Some prompt thing on the account. I thought my account was hacked. I honestly did. And I don't know what I'd do if I lost my Instagram account that shows my airport. Because I've worked on it for quite some time now. So yeah. Yes, I am very close to 1K. So if you would like to, I don't, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, I don't usually like to go on about followers, because I don't do Instagram, YouTube, etc. for the number of followers that I have. I do it for the enjoyment of putting out the content, because I like doing that. Um, but if anyone would like to share my channel, whether it is on Instagram or Facebook or wherever, so we can get more of an audience on this channel. Build the building blocks. You know what I mean? Because I've never surpassed 1K on this channel. Of course, I've surpassed 2K on Instagram, but I mean, you know what I mean? It would be fantastic if this channel got more of an audience. So the next model that I'm going to showcase for you guys is a model that it is quite a sentimental model for me. I have seen these back in the day, operating out of Christchurch Airport. And of course, staying on the same train as the other ones, being, Singapore Airlines. Going to a quad jet at the moment. Thank you very much for coming along and tuning in, mate. ASJE Aviation 787. Very nice. Thank you very much for coming along. But here we have the next model for you guys, and of course we are talking about the Singapore Airlines Boeing 747-400. Of course, these beautiful aircraft back in the day used to be called the Megatop, the 400 variant that is. And of course, the 300 variant was the big top. The 200 variant was also the big top. The 400 freighter used to be called the Mega Arc. Very cool. So going into some information before showing you guys this model. This aircraft is 747 number 1289. As of today, it is 22.4 years of age. Very old aircraft. Or I would say it's older than that. I think it would be. It's about 23.5 or something years old. Okay. This aircraft was delivered to Singapore Airlines on October the 31st of 2001. It was withdrawn from service on April the 6th of 2012. It then operated for Transario Airlines out of Russia under the registration um, Echo India X-Ray Lima Oscar. It was painted into the Flight of Hope livery. I don't know what that looks like. But to answer your question, it is still flying. It is operating by an airline out of Moldova, Terra Ava. I've never really heard of that airline before. But it's operated under the registration Echo Romeo Bravo Oscar Sierra. And you might have to look that up. It's still in the like a Transario livery, but it's got the blue belly and nothing else on it. So that's that information for you guys. This beautiful, beautiful aircraft, Singapore Airlines 747-400. This was an old release, as you can see by the state of the box, but it was one that I had to get, and I mean the yellowing of the cradle. A very, very nice model. Cannot wait to get this out for you guys. It's one of my favourite models in my classic collection. So here we go. The Singapore Airlines 747-400 passenger aircraft. I believe this was the last passenger 747 for Singapore Airlines. I might be wrong in saying that, but here it is. An absolute gem of an aircraft. Of course, it does have some, little marks like this one here. Don't know if you can see that, but that's on the aircraft. It's a very, very nice looking model. This was before Phoenix models started to destroy their 747 mold. So it does look really, really cool. Singapore Airlines 747-400, made by Phoenix models. They can see the logo above the stand hole there. Very cool. A very, very nice looking model. Singapore Airlines 747-400, made by Phoenix models. Let's get this off to the side. Oh, very, very cool. So let's go to the next one. Right, if I can find the next one. Right, here she is, right at the bottom of my container. This is a model that is also for Singapore Airlines. It's the last Singapore Airlines model that we'll be showcasing today. I purchased this in 2014, 2015, one of those dates. While I was back at the back of a bus travelling south. And it is an aircraft that I grew up with at Christchurch Airport. It operated the Singapore Airlines to Christchurch flight Singapore 297 and 298 before the current A350. And it was the aircraft that won me the competition to be on airside for the first inaugural flight with the 350. So I had to get it. And of course, I'm talking about the ever so stunning Singapore Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. It is a fantastic livery on the 777. I mean, I do quite like the 777-300ER livery. I am waiting for NG models to hurry up and release that so I can get it. Going into some information before checking out this model, this aircraft, it is Boeing 777-471. As of today, it is currently 20.1 years of age. Was delivered to Singapore Airlines on March the 6th of 2004, wearing the registration Niner Victor-Sierra Victor Oscar. It is currently in service for Nordwind Airlines out of Russia under the registration Romeo Alpha 73341. Uh, it was delivered to that airline on March the 15th of 2022. And yeah, it's still flying today. So it's very nice to know that this aircraft wasn't scrapped. Or has not been scrapped yet. It probably will end up being scrapped at some point. If it doesn't, of course, be converted into a freighter. Um, Phoenix does do a very good job with their 777s. It's such a shame that they aren't so good with their printing on some of their models. I do tend to stay away from Phoenix when it's a livery like like Qatar Airways, British Airways, Turkish, um, etc. Because of the bleeding of the paint between the where the paint job meets the like for example Qatar Airways has that grey white bordered coloring on the fuselage. Yeah, so that's one of the flaws I find with Phoenix models. So let me just get this into the box. Very cool. Here is the 777, looking pretty good in here. A 777-212 because 12 is the Boeing customer code for aircraft that were originally built and delivered to Singapore Airlines. Like the 777-300ER, that they are known as the 312s and the 787s. If they had a Boeing customer code, they'd be known as, I don't know what they'd be known as, because it's a dash 10, isn't it? It would be like a 1012 or something, I'm not too sure. But here is the Boeing 777-200ER made by Phoenix Models. Very nice. Very nice indeed. As you can see, fantastic model. The only thing I find quite irritating is how the tail fin is kind of lodged that way. I can't quite get it out of the socket to be able to fix it because you can see that little line there at the bottom of the tail plane. That's meant to be horizontal with the fuselage, but of course it's not in this case. But in this case, I mean, I don't really mind that. I say it's irritating, but at the same time, it is a classic model. It's not going to be out on my airport that often. It is unless it is picked for a random ops airport update, which the next stream should be very soon. So do stick around, stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell icon notifications to not miss out on those updates. Stay tuned for my community tab, community post. I post updates on there now. So that's very cool. Singapore Airlines 777-200ER by Phoenix Models. Let's get that out of the way and go to the next last airline of my classic collection of sorts. Let me just put this cradle back into the box. I found in the first part of the stream that I was very untidy. I had boxes everywhere, to the point where I couldn't really move. It was like a maze, So yeah, let me know where you're watching from, guys. Thank you very much for coming along and joining me. It would be fantastic if you guys could share the stream either on Instagram or on Facebook. If you don't want to share the stream, share the channel, because that's of course where the people go to subscribe. Let's get to 1K. Not too sure what I'll do for the 1K special, but I'll think of something. So the next one we are going to have a look at today. This aircraft hasn't exactly. I wouldn't say it's a classic, but it's an aircraft that I could not sell. And it's a shame that this aircraft was, I guess, retired from this airline's fleet. Um, I don't know if they've been retired yet, if they have or not. But it is a shame. The reason why I kept it is because I love the livery on the side on this aircraft. I love the livery in general on any aircraft. To be fair, it is a quad jet. It's quite a big one. When I say a big one, it's the largest one in terms of passenger aircraft. Um, and of course, I am talking about the Thai Airways International Airbus A380. I know it is not a classic aircraft as yet, but I mean, I could not get rid of this. I could not get rid of it. I mean, look at the Thai Airways livery on the 380. It just looks so beautiful. I love the purple color. Um, don't know if anyone has checked out the video I did of the Boeing 747-400, the model review I did of it. If you haven't, go and check it out on my channel. There's playlist on there to lead you to those the model reviews. So going into some information before going to unboxing this aircraft. This aircraft is A380 number 122. This aircraft is currently, or as of December the 7th, 2021, I guess they probably deserted this aircraft too. I guess it's currently about 13 years of age. Still relatively young. It's still relatively young, and yet the A380 has been either phased out or scrapped. It's unfortunate, guys. Um, this aircraft, registered as Hotel Sierra Tango Uniform Delta, was delivered to Thai Airways International on March the 21st of 2013. So yesterday, 11 years ago, it was delivered to Thai Airways. It's so young. It is so young, man. Um, Currently, equipped with four Rolls-Royce Trent 900 engines. It was withdrawn from service and stored in Bangkok Suvarnabhumi International Airport ever since March the 31st of 2020. It has been there ever since. It hasn't moved for 4 years, um, which is so unfortunate, man. But yeah, such a shame. The A380, I mean, for those that have never seen an A380 in person before, you can never underestimate the size of these things. They are huge aircraft. Um, if you would like to go ahead and check out the photos I got of the Emirates new livery a couple of weeks ago, right up close. Check out the links in the description below the Linktree account, below my airport Instagram account. That will lead you to my other links like the livery account, the plane spotting account, the infinite flight account, um, the Twitter/X account, Patreon, the new website, which will have an update tomorrow. So do stay tuned for that. But go ahead and support me on Instagram, guys. The airport account, the first link in the description below. That, of course, is where you'll get all the updates in terms of anything happening around my airport's network, and of course the social media. But here is the Thai Airways Airbus A380. It looks outstanding. It is an outstanding model. One of the best molds in A380 in terms of the nose shape. I know Aviation 400 has recently come out with one. And I haven't got an A380 yet in terms of aviation 400, but I think I'll go for the Qantas 380 because they still fly these days. I won't get the Air France because they retired them, but this is an outstanding model. Hope it comes out in an airport update very soon because the more I have this model out, the better, in my opinion. Um, if anyone would like to go ahead and check me out on Patreon, I'm not too active on there, but I do hope to in the future. Help me out in terms of funding for my eventual expansion of international airport. Um, I do have massive intentions in terms of the expansion of my airport. I want to have multiple runways, multiple gates in terms of a massive terminal, multiple gates in terms of a massive terminal, hangars, a dedicated cargo place for my airport. Um, I just want my airport to be huge, I have I have 300 and something aircraft in my collection, and it's about time that you know, had a place to display them all. I know that it's quite unrealistic to put out 300 and something aircraft at an airport at once, but you know what I mean. It would it'd be cool to have massive airport updates. But yeah, go ahead and check me out on Patreon. Choose your tier, and I hope to see you on there. But here we have the Thai Airways A380 by Phoenix Models. Absolutely fantastic. So let's get that out of the way for now. Radio, let's go to the next one. How many more do I have after this? Well, I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. This is an aircraft that I mentioned before. And this was one I was not about to pass down. It was released by JC Wings a couple of years ago, I think. And I'm glad that I ended up getting it. Without further ado, without rambling on any further, I have the Thai Airways Boeing 747-400 by a JC Wings in 1 to 400 scale. Just like all of the other models, they are in 1 to 400 scale. Rightio, I'm just going to go into detail about the specifics of this aircraft. So this aircraft is 747 number 1097. Is currently 27.3 years of age. Registered as Hotel Sierra Tango Golf Tango. Was delivered to Thai Airways on December the 20th of 1996. And equipped with 4 General Electric CF6 engines, withdrawn from service and stored in a Thai airport. I'm not about to pronounce that. Rayong to Thai Po? No, I don't know. I mean, everyone watching the stream at the moment just heard me butcher the Thai language. So I do apologise for anyone that ends up watching this that is from Thailand. I'm sorry. But the good thing about this aircraft, it is not in service. It hasn't been scrapped. It's currently preserved as a static display at the Chik Market in Thailand, in Nong Khai, in Thailand. It's been there ever since January in 2019. So it's very nice to know that Thai Airways have preserved this aircraft. Very cool indeed. Right, so let's get this model out of the box. Of course, I did mention before that I have done a model review of this. It has been a while since I took it out of the box. Very cool indeed. So here it is in the cradle. One of my favourite moulds in terms of the 747 these days, JC Wings / Gemini Jets. A very, very nice model. Time to get it out of the cradle. As you can see, the livery on this thing is very, very beautiful. Thai Airways Boeing 747-400 by JC Wings. As you can see, the mold, where the wing meets the fairing of the aircraft. Fantastic. Of course, the gears, they do roll and they do tilt. As you can see, they play around on their struts there. A very, very nice looking model. I can't hold it up any closer to the video without it, unfocusing. Oh, just as I say that, I just focused. How good. So very, very cool model. I like how Thai Airways have the registration on the top of the wings. Very cool. So Thai Airways Boeing 747-400 made by JC Wings. Very, very cool model. Put that off to the side for the moment. And we'll get to the next one. Just going to up first. If there's any model that you would like to see released by anyone, let me know in the comment section below what what a model you would like to have in your collection is. If let me know what your favorite brand is, what your favorite mold is. If you want to ask any questions about my aviation and the passion of aviation, how I got started in it, favorite aircraft, favorite livery, whatever you want to know about my likings of aviation, go ahead and ask your questions. I don't bite, guys. I don't bite. All right, so ask away. Right, the next one that I'm going to look at is a very, very old model. Do give me a moment to cough. I'm losing my voice, guys. Anyway, this is a model that arrived into my collection in... what year was this? Would have at least been... I think it was 2003. So, quite a long time ago. Released by Dragon Wings, of all companies, and Dragon Wings no longer exist. So that's just telling you how old this model is. Yeah, still on the train of Thai Airways. We have the Thai Airways Boeing 777-300. This is the stock 300 model. This isn't the 300ER. A very, very old model, but I'll go and show you it after I've told you the details of the model. So this aircraft was 777 number 170 to roll at Boeing. This aircraft, as of today, is 25.3 years old. It performed its first flight on December the 8th of 1998. Damn straight. Registered as Hotel Sierra-Tango Kilo Bravo. It was delivered to Thai Airways on December the 30th of 1998. Equipped with two Rolls-Royce Trent 800 engines, and it was withdrawn from service and stored in Bangkok Savannabhumi International Airport on March the 25th of 2020. So it's only been out of service for just coming up 4 years. So very nice to know that was used for a number of years before its eventual retirement. But anyway, let's get this model out of the box. It's a different style of box than the last ones. You know, at the top of it instead of the side of it. This, of course, is the older livery. The old livery of Thai Airways. Still quite an elegant one. I wouldn't mind getting their 747-400 that had this livery on it. And I think this one was one of my first ever die-cast models. It is currently number one on my collection list. Very cool, very cool. Right, so here is the Thai Airways Boeing 777-300, the non-ER variant. Very dusty. And here she is. A very, very, very classic model. Boeing 777-300 but for Thai Airways. A very, very nice model, despite the age of it. The gears do not roll. The gears the gears do tilt though. A very, very nice model by Dragon Wings, Thai Airways, Boeing 777-300. Tango Kilo Bravo, as seen on the wing there. Very cool. I'll put that to the side. And then we've got one more Thai Airways model before going to my last airline of the classic aircraft, before going to the air show type models for today's stream. Just put this model back into its box. There we go. Not the model, the cradle. So here we have the last of the Thai aircraft for today's stream. This model it does not have 2 engines, does not have 4, but it has 3. So that should tell you what kind of aircraft it may be. Because Thai Airways used to operate either the DC-10 or the MD-11, actually both of them. But this one, released by Phoenix Models, is the MD-11 Thai Airways International, Thai Airways International MD-11, McDonnell Douglas, Hotel Sierra Tango Mike Foxtrot. A very, very nice model. One of my only MD-11s in my entire collection. That's only my third MD-11. Of course, I've got FedEx, and of course, I've got UPS. But going into some information before checking this model out, this was MD-11 number 501 to roll out for McDonnell Douglas. As of today, this aircraft is 31.9 years of age. It was built and produced in Long Beach of USA, California, of course. Was delivered to Thai Airways under the registration of Hotel Sierra Tango Mike Foxtrot on July the 2nd of 1992. Equipped with 3 General Electric CF6 engines. It is currently in service for UPS Airways or UPS Airlines under the registration of November 260 Uniform Papa, and it was delivered to UPS on July the 31st of 2006. So very cool to know that this aircraft is still in service, just as a freighter. Very nice to know that. But here we have the Thai Airways MD-11. A very, very cool model this. Let's get it out. Very, very nice. I do quite like the Thai Airways old livery on the MD-11. I do quite like let me just get this open off camera so I'm not struggling in front of you guys. I do like the colours on the MD-11. It looked very, very cool. I unboxed this alongside 11 other models, so go ahead and check out that unboxing video that was on one of the playlists on my channel. But of course, here we have the Thai Airways International MD-11, looking absolutely fantastic indeed. Very, very nice. By Phoenix Models, they don't do too bad in their MD-11s, I must say. Very, very nice. Of course, I have seen some MD-11s back in the day. I remember seeing Korean Air with their MD-11s. I saw FedEx in Sydney. I saw UPS in Sydney. Who else did I see? Can't quite remember anyone else, but apart from those. So a Korean one would be quite cool to have in my collection. So I might have a look for one of them. So here we have the Thai Airways International MD-11 McDonnell Douglas. So let's put that alongside the rest of them here. And then let's get out the last of the classic aircraft in my collection before heading along to the airshow type aircraft. So this aircraft that came into my collection back in 2007. I didn't buy it. It was more of a gift than anything else. So very cool indeed. Cannot wait to get this out. It hasn't been out of this box for quite some time. And what I'm talking about is, of course, the Vietnam Airlines Boeing 777-200ER released by Gemini Jets. Not too sure when this was released, to be honest. Doesn't say on the box when it was released. But it does say here, exclusively distributed by Darren Worldwide Trading. So maybe it was released by Darren on behalf of Gemini Jets. Very interesting. So some information about the aircraft before heading along and checking it out. This aircraft was 777 number 436. Performed its first flight on April the 1st of 2003. As of today, it is currently 21 years of age, or at least was on September the 1st of last year. So I would say it is currently about 6 years old or something. Just gonna make it straight. Here we go. This aircraft was delivered to Vietnam Airlines under the registration Victor November-Alpha 141 on April the 15th of 2003. It was then withdrawn from service on January the 14th of 2016. Currently stored in Goodyear and Phoenix. And the last operator of it was Alitalia, which of course no longer exists. Was succeeded by ITA. Operated for Alitalia between April the 19th of 2016 right up until September the 1st of 2021, and was registered as Echo India-Foxtrot November India. Currently rotting away in Phoenix, which is unfortunate. Rightio, let's get this model out into the open before heading along to the fun part. As you can see, this model is very, very old, as you can see by the yellowing, or now the golding of the cradle. but I promise that that's only the top of the cradle. The model was completely fine. I don't think I'll ever sell this model, as of course it was a gift. It's not exactly that nice to sell models that were gifts. But here we have the Vietnam Airlines Boeing 777-200 ER, the last of the classic aircraft in my collection. A very nice model. Vietnam's livery was pretty decent back in the day. Now it's even more beautiful on the 787. Very, very nice indeed. Vietnam Airlines Boeing 777-200 ER, made by Gemini Jets. So let's get this one out of the road and let's get on to the fun stuff. Getting out the models that are, special guests. My bad for the coughing there. So starting off, we have an aircraft that was released by NG Models. Must have been at least 2021 or something now, maybe even 2019 when they started out. This model, not sure what number Dreamliner it came in as, but it was quite a while ago. But this, of course, special guest for today. Number one, we have the Boeing 787-9 in the Boeing Company livery. The Boeing Blue House livery. Very, very nice indeed. November 789 X-ray, Echo X-ray, the registration on the model that we're looking at. This is 787 number 126. It rolled out as a testbed aircraft on July the 17th of 2013. Performed its first flight in September the 17th, 2013, just 2 months after it rolled out. Currently, as of today, it is 10.7 years old, maybe a little bit older than that. Was delivered to Boeing, I guess. Finished for Boeing, the building of it, on April the 23rd of 2013 as a test bed. Currently under operations for Air New Zealand under the registration Zulu Kilo November Zulu Charlie, which is a 787 I do have sitting behind me somewhere over there. Should have actually taken that out for today's stream. It was delivered to Air New Zealand, my national carrier, on April the 24th of 2015. And it is currently equipped with two Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 engines, one of the many aircraft that were played by the Trent 1000 issues. But a very, very nice model. It is a fantastic aircraft, 787-9. Are you a fan of the 787 or do you prefer the 350? That is a big debate of a question these days in terms of av geeks these days. I'm quite okay with both of them. I don't mind the 350-900. It is a very nice looking aircraft. I have a soft spot for Singapore Airlines in terms of their 350s, but you will never ever stop my love for the Dreamliner. The 787-9 will always be my favourite aircraft. So here is the absolutely fantastic Boeing blue livery on the what I believe was the first 787-9 ever built. Maybe I might be wrong in saying that. But here she comes. The styrofoam always makes me nervous. A very, very nice model, as you can see. I love the Dreamliner a lot. So nice. Very cool. 787-9 Dreamliner wearing the Boeing Blue House livery. made by NG Models. So let's get that out of the shot. I'll actually put it in the back of the shot. I'll put it over here. How's that? Radio. The next one that I'm going to be looking at is a very ultra. I would say that this model is ultra rare because only about 20 something models of this aircraft were ever made. Possibly even less than that. But this is a model that wasn't actually supposed to be made. It didn't actually get, wasn't actually allowed to be made, to be honest. But ACHM Wings did a sneaky. They released it under the EW Wings branding in their orange boxes. I don't know if anyone remembers, but a couple of years ago, when was this? Was in 2019 when Boeing flew this aircraft to the Dubai Air Show, and they used this in their the air display thing, and it was painted in a very very nice livery, purple and pink livery. And for those that don't know what livery I'm talking about, of course I am talking about the Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner wearing the Dreams Take Flight livery. And when I tell you that this livery is absolutely outstanding, it is outstanding. But of course, read out the information. It is 787 number 891. It was it is currently 4.6 years old. Registered as November 1015 Bravo. Delivered to Boeing on August the 2nd of 2019 and was painted into the Dreams Take Flight livery. It was not taken up by Hong Kong Airlines and then was delivered to Biman Bangladesh Airlines under the registration Sierra 2-Alpha Juliet X-Ray on December the 22nd of 2019, equipped with two Gen X-1 Bravo engines. Very, very nice indeed. So as mentioned, only a couple of models of this were released by JC Wings. So very, very nice. Here she is in the model, sorry, in the cradle there. One of the things I did like about these orange boxes is how they had the little plaque at the bottom of the box, which we'll see when I get the cradle out. One of them. These were actually quite cool. So I'll put the cradle in the background. These were actually quite cool. I kind of wish that the likes of Gemini Jets, NG Models, even AV400 would come out and release these, as they are, collector's items. I reckon that'd be pretty cool for the model brands to include in their releases. But oh well. Here is the model herself, looking absolutely fantastic. Let's get the model out. I'm itching to see it again. Of course, this won't come out as, I don't know. I don't know if it should or not come out as a model that will be in an airport update. I don't know if any of my house liveries would be included in that. But here she is. Absolutely fantastic. The only thing that I would kind of not like is the fact that the cockpit windows are very hard to see. Maybe if JC Wings had put like a white outline showing where the cockpit windows were, that would be quite cool. But otherwise, it is a fantastic model, as you can see. Dreams Take Flight livery. Have done a model review of this, so go ahead and check that out. A very, very nice model indeed. So I will put that in the background as well. I'll just put it there. Rightio, do some cleaning up and then I'll get into the next model that I'll be showcasing for you guys today. Right. My apologies, folks. These orange boxes are always very problematic to get back together. Right, I managed to do it. Radio, let's get the next one into the shop. Another Boeing house livery, but again on a Dreamliner. But this is not a Dash 8, it is not a Dash 9, it is in fact a Dash 10. By JC Wings. This is November 528 Zulu Charlie. Information about this one. This was 787 number 528. It rolled out for Boeing on February the 17th of 2017. It then performed its first flight on March the 31st of 2017. Built and produced at Charleston in South Carolina. 7.1 years of age, and of course it was the first Boeing 787-10 built for Boeing. It was then delivered to Singapore Airlines on December the 24th of 2018, and it's currently in service with Singapore Airlines under the registration of Nana Victor Sierra Charlie Hotel. So if that model was released by JC Wings, NG Models, someone, I probably would end up getting that because it, as a, just because it's a 787, okay? And it is currently equipped with two Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 J3 engines. So very, very cool indeed. I love the winglets of the 787. Cannot get enough of the 787 in general. But here is the Dash 10. Very, very nice model. This is also in the Boeing blue livery. I do have a Boeing 777X in the red livery. Probably looking to sell that in replace of a 777 in the blue livery that has the folded wingtips. That would be quite cool to have. So if anyone may be interested in getting that, let me know in my Instagram messages, and I'll get back to you regarding that. So of course, the link in the description below. So here, of course, is the Boeing 787-10 in the Boeing blue house livery. Very, very elegant indeed. Have not seen a Dash 10 in person yet, but I wouldn't doubt the chance of me seeing one though. I wonder who the first one would be. Probably Singapore Airlines, maybe even United or British Airways. One of those. A very, very elegant model made by JC Wings. One of my favourite molds of the 787. I don't mind NG models. Gemini Jets is pretty good. It's on par with the JC Wings mold because they borrow the same molds. Very, very cool indeed. Aviation apparently have a good mold of the 787. Haven't got one yet, but I would love to have one. So only 3 models remain in today's stream, folks, before we get to the bonus part of the stream. This model here is my favorite model in my entire collection. It is my favorite aircraft on the planet. And I cannot be happier to have it in my collection. It was the first ever 787-9 delivered to an airline. And of course, I am talking about the ever so stunning Air New Zealand Boeing 787-9 wearing the black fern livery. Yes, the black fern livery, not the All Blacks livery, the black fern livery. Um, but of course, before we go ahead and check out the stunning lady, this aircraft was the 787 number 169 on its first flight on May the 28th of 2014. As of June the 29th of 2023, it was 9.8 years old. Was delivered to Air New Zealand on June the 30th of 2014 under the registration Zulu Kilo November Zulu Echo, registered, equipped with two Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 engines. I have seen this aircraft in person. Unfortunately, it had no engines on it, so would like to see it again, but with engines on board, that would be fantastic. But it is an absolutely stunning aircraft. And let's get the model out before I lose my voice. She is absolutely outstanding. I mean, how can you not love this aircraft, man? These styrofoam cradles always make me so nervous. But here she is. Absolutely fantastic. Black fern livery on the 787-9. Yes, please. My favourite, in my opinion, the most beautiful aircraft in the world. Very, very nice indeed. I will put her in the background here. Just hope she doesn't clip the dash 10. Right, there she goes. Right, let's go to the second to last model before we wrap up this episode of the live stream series here on YouTube. Just going to do some tidying up first. And of course I do have the bonus part of the stream as well, so do stick around for that if you would like to see that. If you have liked what you've seen so far in today's stream, go ahead, smash that thumbs up button below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and ding that bell icon to be notified for when videos go out onto the channel. I do have a video that is lined up to go out on the channel very, very soon in the coming days. We'll be filming one hopefully tomorrow. So do have content coming for you guys. Right, let's get this model into the shot. This model here is a recent acquisition for my collection, and I may have alluded to the fact that I have seen this livery in person, but I haven't seen this. Airframe. So give me a moment. Right, here she is. Yep, as I mentioned, it is a very recent acquisition for my collection. Actually, in the coming weeks, the previous weeks, I got it. When did I get it? What date did I get it? It was February the 21st of this year, so just over a month ago, a month and 1 day ago. And I'm talking about, of course, the Emirates Airbus A380-800. We always have to have an A380 at an air show. This is Alpha 6-Echo Oscar Golf. I believe this was the first A380 to wear the new livery. Of course, this is A380 number 172, 9.5 years of age, still a very old, very young A380. Was delivered to Emirates on March the 2nd of 2015. It was painted in the AC Milan livery between March and June of 2017. It was painted into the Year of Zayed 2018 livery between February the 2018 and 2022. And yeah, it was painted into the new livery soon. I think it was like June of 2022 when it was put back into service after the pandemic grounded most of the aircraft. But here is the absolutely stunning aircraft. Now that I've seen this livery in person, I am a massive, massive fan. It is, in my opinion, far beyond in terms of better than the previous livery. It's going to be a difficult one. But yeah, I will be doing a model review of this very soon. I know I have lacked in terms of model reviews lately, but I am starting to write scripts again, so they are definitely in the forefront and coming onto this channel. So do stick around. I do appreciate everyone's support on my channel, but sometimes I do end up getting unmotivated and I do procrastinate a lot. And I do tend to go off the radar. I am well aware that sometimes my channel goes stagnated a lot. But here is the Airbus A380-800 wearing the new Emirates livery. It is such a stunning model. It is a very heavy model, so I won't hold it up for long. But the tail livery is absolutely fantastic. I love how Emirates put the 3D, like the look of the flag waving, kind of looks like Aeroflot in my opinion. Maybe that's where they got the idea from, but it does look very, very nice. Seeing the very enlarged Emirates titles in person makes me like it even more. And of course, on the bottom of the aircraft, we've got the Emirates belly titles, looking fantastic indeed. But as mentioned, this model is very heavy, so I'm just going to put it down now. And of course, I'll just put it in the middle there. Actually, no, I'll put it in the background for now. Just don't want to drop it. Very nice, very nice. One more model to go in the showcasing of the models for ACHM Day celebrations of 2024. And this is a model that was released a couple of years ago now. This was released before the Emirates new livery was announced, so I would expect Gemini Jets would release it again in the new livery. But of course, I am talking about the Emirates Boeing 777-9X. Very, very nice model this one is. Hasn't been delivered yet. It had, of course, the 777X hasn't been certified yet. But this is 777 number 1620, currently on order. Will be this model is registered as Alpha 6-Echo Zulu Alpha. Will be the first of the Emirates 777-9Xs to be delivered eventually, and is currently or is equipped with the world's largest jet engine in terms of commercial aviation. That, of course, is the two General Electric GE9X engines, even bigger than the GE90s, which is outrageous. But here is the 777-9X. Of course, as you can see on the box, this is the folded wings version, which in my opinion is it just looks so cool. It just looks so awesome. I do hope that Gemini Jets comes out with more, you know, like Lufthansa or British Airways, Qatar Airways with their 777Xs. You know, we'll end up getting some more of them. But here is the model. It is an outrageously long aircraft. Of course, it is the longest commercial aircraft in the world. Now that it has taken flight, it now has that title on it, the longest commercial aircraft to ever take flight. A very, very nice looking model with those massive, massive engines. Very, very awesome indeed. I do hope Gemini Jets comes out with the new livery on one of these, so I would I'll get it. I might end up replacing this one with it, to be fair. Sorry, the new livery with the replacing this one. Especially if it has the same registration. If it doesn't, then I'll just keep it. So yeah, so put that in the background. So that is the showcasing of my classic aircraft. So let's go ahead and go to the bonus part of today's live stream. Wasn't really intending on doing this sort of thing in today's stream, but this box arrived in the mail this morning, ironically on the morning of today's stream, so I thought why not include an unboxing into the live stream as well, so kind of like bonus content for you guys, for anyone who is still here. And then after that I will, you know, wrap up the stream, and then everyone can go on their merry days. And, you know, hopefully everyone has a fantastic day on their end, watching around the world wherever you are located. Currently a very nice day here on the east coast of New Zealand, must be said. Apparently it's warm outside. It felt chilly when I went outside last. But here is this new box that has arrived today in today's mail. I'm pretty certain I know what it is. Pretty certain, but we are going to find out together anyway. So we'll just bring up my Instagram page again if I'm able to. Okay, this was the last one to arrive. Okay, right, let's get this out of the open. I will actually open up the information of the aircraft now that I've got these aircraft done and dusted. Do give me a few more seconds, guys. Build up the anticipation even further, the suspense. Rightio, let's get this model out of the box, shall we? Let's see if it is in good nick. And then my computer chair has decided to eat up my battery cord, which is fantastic. There we go. Rightio, let's get this out of the box. Let's unbox it for you guys. I'm excited to see it. Hopefully it's in one piece. I wonder what this could be. I wonder what it could be. I might have a video coming out very soon, and of course it would be the wrong side, wouldn't it? Okay, undoing the sellotape for you guys. Just being very, very pedantic and protective with the box, because I might end up using it if someone wants to, you know, buy any of the models I have for sale, such as my Hawaiian 787-9 by by NG Models. If anyone wants to get purchase that from me, you know where to go. Instagram DMs would be fantastic. I'm wanting to replace it with the Gemini Jets version, so do help me out with the purchasing that. And as you can see, a blue box, and that should indicate that we have a new NG Models aircraft here. And of course, it is a Boeing 787-9. This will be my 81st 787-9, my 121st 787 in general. So let me just get this radio. So here she is. This is Foxtrot Oscar Mike Uniform Alpha. This will be my second ACHM Nui 787 Dreamliner. I do have Foxtrot Oscar Tango Oscar Alpha. I am losing my voice rather rapidly here, so we'll make this quick for you guys, hopefully. Radio, let's just find the sellotape here. Right, there she is. Hopefully it can be opened now. Let me just have a wee inspection. Sellotape on the back. I'll just do this off camera for you guys. I always like the moment when new models arrive in the mail. It feels like Christmas every time a model arrives in the mail, you know? Not too sure if anyone else has that same feeling when a model arrives, especially when the model is in one piece. But here we have the brand new model in my collection today, the ACHM Nui Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. Just like the rest of the stream, I'll go ahead and read some information out. This was 787 number 750 to be rolled out for Boeing. A Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner that was performed its first flight on September the 29th of 2018. 5.5 years old as of November the 9th of last year. Currently in service for ACHM Nui and was delivered on October the 8th of 2018 under the registration Foxtrot Oscar Mike Uniform Alpha, and is with the nickname Whakarava, which I believe is an island in the French Polynesian group of islands, and is equipped with two Gen X-1 Bravo engines. Very, very nice indeed. And without further ado, let's get this model out in the open. I hope it is in one piece. Let's get it open. Come on. Doesn't want to come out. Here she is. Looks to be in one piece. But we until right, here's the NG card that will come in handy on April 1st. Sorry, my bad. Very, very cool. This model here was released in January of 2023, so last year, well over a year ago now. So let's get this out of the open. This is the first time I've seen this model with my own eyes. Hopefully it is in very, very good nick. Does look to be in perfect condition. Does look to be in very nice condition. I do like these cradles more than the styrofoam ones. And she is perfect. A very, very nice addition to the end of today's stream. ACHM Nui Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner number 121, 787-9 number 81. Very, very nice. The tail fin is straight, as you can see. It is very straight. The gears, they do roll. Very, very nice. Welcome to my collection, to this model. Very, very, very nice indeed. So I will actually put that to the side as, of course, the bonus to today's stream. I will just put it back into the cradle. before ending today's stream. I do hope everyone has enjoyed what has been happening today in today's stream. The second part to episode number 8. I will keep the NG models card out though. So yeah, if you did like what you saw in today's video, go ahead, as I mentioned earlier multiple times before, go ahead and give this live stream a thumbs up. If you like what you see on this channel and you want to support me even further, go ahead and subscribe. And of course, if you would like to be notified for when videos go out onto the channel, you know what to do. And dim that bell icon so you don't miss out on anything moving forward. I hope to see your support moving forward anyway. So let's get these models. Let's put them out. It's like a nice display. Righty-o. A very, very nice array of models that were in today's stream. Singapore Airlines A340s 500. The 300 variant as well. The 747 400 for Thai Airways. And of course we had the Singapore Airlines one as well. We'll put that in the background there. Of course we had the Thai Airways MD-11. Oh, my bad. I didn't know that my cord was hanging in front of the camera. And then of course we had the Singapore Airlines 777, and of course we had the ever so elegant Airbus A380 for Thai Airways as well. And let's get up for you guys. Let's show you everything. Thank you very much, guys. I do hope you enjoy what you saw in today's stream. That will actually conclude today's live stream. As mentioned, comment what you think, or what you thought in the comment section below. Thank you to everyone who's come along and supported me on both of the parts, part 1 and part 2 of this episode number 8, celebrating ACHM Day. Of course, ACHM is basically the celebration of my airport's birthday. So this year it would have been 12 years of operations for ASJE International Airport. So I do appreciate your support. To everyone who ends up watching this once it has gone live onto my channel, thank you very much for your support as well. Give this video, this live stream, a thumbs up, subscribe below, and of course dim that bell icon for notifications moving forward. And yeah, not too sure if this happens on a live stream in post-production, but if it does, soon enough on the left hand side will be my most recent video on this channel. On the right hand side will be the full playlist of live streams on this channel. In the middle will be where you can subscribe. But until next time, guys, fly safe, stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next one.